Yo, 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 what's good, people? It is currently 3 minutes past 10 a.m. UK time, Monday, the 4th of September 2023. Myself, Adlan Effendi, aka NinjaTea. And here's this new face. Blockchain Sensei has never seen you before. Who are you in my Zoom?
Hey, my name is Jay Johnson, member of SHURiKAN Sounds, and yeah, about to do some TA.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. So, for those who don't know, Shuriken Sounds is a Web3 music subsidiary of the conglomerate company that is Blockchain Sensei, which is a Black and Asian owned multi-financial and Web3 literacy and solutions company. This show is called Technically Speaking. Now, I will start off by saying apologies, guys. I'll hold my hands up. We've been lacking on Technically Speaking. No excuses. Moving forward, myself and Jay have been tasked with leading this weekly chart show, which we actually redistribute also at a platform called Voice of Crypto. So shout out to our homies at Voice of Crypto, where you may be watching this episode either on Voice of Crypto or Blockchain Sensei. Either or is cool. But yeah, this is a show called Technically Speaking, a weekly show where we break down the charts. So this is Jay Johnson, Chief Technical Officer of Shuriken Sounds, and also technical analysis enthusiast. So he's going to start off the show. But before we do that, quick disclaimer terms and conditions. All content is for education, information, and entertainment purposes only. And should not be considered as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, nor place any trades. Please always do your own research. Our content is intended and should only be used for informational use only. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investments, which should be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent professional advice from a professional advisor. And or independently research and verify all and any information you may find in our show. Jay Johnson, are you a professional financial advisor?
No, sir.
Neither am I. Neither is anyone at Blockchain Sensei. From our inception in 2020 all the way up until present day September 2023. Whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise, all investments come with the big R word, and that's risk. So always do your own research. Either myself or Jay Johnson or anyone from Blockchain Sensei are financial advisors, and we do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we're working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, contact us at Blockchain Sensei, or if you're watching this at our friend's channel at Voice of Crypto, feel free to get in touch with them and say, we need a financial advisor. Point us in touch with a financial advisor. So this is Jay Johnson's Blockchain Sensei debut. He has never appeared on this channel before as a speaker. Let's see what Jay's saying with regards to the markets. Let me make you co-host. I'll obviously break down the markets myself as well, but be interesting to get Jay's opinion on what's going on.
Amazing stuff. That's a great question. What is going on? Well, I think a lot of this will actually be repeating a lot of stuff you taught me most recently, Ninja. So my watch list here, it's got a nice list of stocks, assets that I look at, and it's ordered in a particular way for a particular reason. So the SIXRE here, you guys can all see, you can see the screen, right, Ninja?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sweet. So the SIXRE right here, this is a representation of real estate investments of companies within the S&P 500, if I'm correct. So this is often a good indication to basically give you an idea of how global economics is going, because the allocation of, let's say, companies in the S&P 500 to real estate has historically been a very sort of good decider in terms of how markets go at large. And of course, as you can see, it goes back to 2019. So this is one I like to look at quite early on in the morning. When I wake up, this is a good one just to give me an indication. If you take a look at it now, here we can see it's just broken past this zone, right? It's got some, we can see it reached this bearish order block and it's now coming down. But what does this mean? Well, we can combine this with knowledge from the VT, right? And we can actually start painting a picture of what markets look like on a global macroeconomic scale. And from there, we can, dive right in and start getting more precise sort of predictions. I'm going to go straight to Bitcoin now, see where we're at. So, yeah, it's looking quite interesting. We had a big drop just a few days ago. Now it seems like we're mostly in consolidation between this zone. It sort of poked out, but then it's come back down again. But yeah, still holding this zone right here, around just around like 26K, dipping slightly below. It reached 25K earlier. Now we're in a new month, but within the last 28 days, it was up to down to 25K. So ideally,
Yeah, we
this is
touched 24.7 here, right?
yeah, exactly. So I mean, this would have been a good buy. I mean, if you just look at, let's say, percentage gains, obviously this is nice, 14-15%. Can't really complain about that, especially not in a bear market. And obviously, if you hold this longer till we're back in the bull market, that will be a nice price. That would be a price you'll be glad you bought at this price, essentially.
What I would say though, for
Yeah,
action moving forward is if anybody, again, it's not financial advice, but this is what I've done, is that because I'm sitting on quite a lot of stables, what I like to do is if I miss, so I oh wait, stay still for a second.
yeah,
I missed this exact buy order, but these candlesticks tell me that there is a chance that the market is going to draw down to such levels. So setting a buy order around, your 25K 24.7K mark is a good idea, in my opinion, for long-term accumulation of Bitcoin. If anybody wants to take action on price action now in terms of Bitcoin, I'll
yeah.
let you go ahead.
Yeah, that would definitely be a good play long term, especially looking forward because yeah, you can see it's already touched here. And as I've heard over the years, the money's in the wicks. The order blocks, the wicks can often show you where a lot of liquidity is. So you can see here we've already touched this. If you put in that order block, right, that could be a very nicely sniped sort of entry. It can be like a sniper entry, and you'll think, wow, it's almost like I predicted the absolute bottom. But remember, absolute bottom is, of course, a retail fallacy. You will never get it down to, the price or the pit. The key is to get it as close as possible. So now another project like me and Fadlan have been very much interested in is, of course, Polkadot. So I will go on to that. Polkadot has been quite interesting. I think just in terms of fundamentals, interoperability between chains, fast speeds, all these sort of things. I'll leave you to do, some of, your own respective researches when it comes to absolute fundamentals of Polkadot. But with regards to technicals, obviously it's following Bitcoin as a lot of also do. And yeah, you can see we've got a nice dip. I actually bought this dip. I think I've got it at 2.2. I got it at 2.2, about
You mean 4.2?
2.24. What's that?
You mean 4.24, right?
Oh yeah, 4.24. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying to you.
I was gonna say,
4.24.
where's this private sale going on, man? Where you two
No,
got a
wasn't
private sale?
it? I saw this too here. It was 4.24. Yeah, I bought it at.
That was a
I
good
think
deal.
it was yesterday or a couple of days ago, and that's quite a nice price if we put a line here. Like you can see,
Also, if you notice on DOT,
that's
the
pretty good.
crypto market, a lot of cryptos bottomed out um around December, November 2022. So actually a lot of cryptos, I remember Solana basically um bottomed out around here, November. So it's interesting how DOT has literally created new lows because
Hmm.
most of the market bottomed out here, but DOT's done a delay. And because it's done a delay, it's given an opportunity right now. It's giving everybody the opportunity to buy in and make November, December 2022 light gains. November, December 2022 to, I'd say, March to April 2024 to 2023 type gains. If you check the crypto market, look, it bottomed out in November.
Yeah.
And then most alts bottomed out in November, December. But DOT's created a new low. The recent DOT low is lower than it was
Yeah, it has
in November.
actually. Yeah, yeah, it is actually lower because this is down here and this is at least a couple. Yeah, this is at
Exactly.
least 0.1 or
So
around
this
there,
could
I'd
be
say.
potential opportunity, guys.
Yep, definitely a great opportunity. Or potential opportunity. I would definitely recommend it. I have, of course, I put in a trade and I'm thinking maybe, I mean, depending on how it goes, I'm thinking maybe increasing my position, seeing as it's still down here because this is a very nice position to be in. I mean, if we just look at the percentage gains from the first low, like early 2022 to here, that's
Yeah, yeah,
it's a nice
2023.
early
Yeah,
early 2023. So yeah, it was December 2022. That's a nice 88%. That's within what, up till halfway through February. That's what, 10 weeks.
yeah.
80%, 88%. That's some
And
serious gains.
for my snipers who know who are the circle, a Blockchain Sensei, we're not about buying and selling, buying and selling. We're about buying, selling, buying back, selling again, buying back, selling again, buying back. And if you're a real sniper, you'll be able to trade the spots.
Very true. I mean, that would be, imagine how many, I mean, just imagine if, let's say we go here, if for those snipers out there, because you know what you're watching, boom, that's 84%, right?
Increase your
31%,
coins by 31%.
you know, boom again, another 32%.
That's so much price action.
You know what I mean?
Increase your
40%.
coin holdings by 40%. Yeah. Increase the fiat amount by 36%. So much money to be made in a bear market.
You know what I mean? And we're not
Mm.
even, I mean, we're getting to the bull market, but once we're there, it's
You're
going
gonna
to
be
be a lot more
positioned,
than
right?
this. This is already a lot. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good potential recommendation. I'm keen to look at XRP just because now obviously the news has died down. So it'll be interesting to see. Oh, it's quite a lot going on here.
Oh,
It'll
what's
be
that? What price is that?
that's 0.5. Oh, you mean that low?
Yeah. 4-2.
0.42. Yeah, so it was
Oof.
around here May as well. Just gonna put
Look,
this.
I'm gonna prepare everyone watching this for the future, right? Look, again, it's not financial advice, but when XRP did this, I didn't have any XRP during this time. It was not part of my portfolio. But what did I tell all my XRP friends to do? I said, consider selling some, half, most, maybe even all your XRP. Why? Because never in the history of any asset has anything ever did this and not took some kind of drawdown. Now, I didn't know how much it would draw down by, but people in crypto, especially crypto people, are the most attached to their assets. Stocks people aren't attached to their assets. People who trade gold and oil aren't attached to hodling gold or oil for no reason. If you ever see a spike like this in cryptocurrency for any asset, consider selling some, half, most, or all your position just to buy back, even at a little 10% drawdown. So
Yeah.
you could have went from 1,000 XRP to 1,100. I mean, if you was a real sniper, show them how much you could have increased your percentages by. Go from here to here. Like go from here to like here. Percentage drawdown wise. Could have gone from like 1,000 coins to 1,400.
Boom.
So even if you're a long-term investor, the market presents you free opportunities to increase your holdings without spending any money. And that's when it does stupid things like these pumps.
Yep. And it's so key when it does these sort of things to understand the concept of taking partials, which is basically what you're speaking about. Taking partials is always typically, if it's done right and calibrated well, it's typically going to be a profitable way for you it's typically going to be a profitable exit strategy, because you're never going to take broke taking profits. You're never going to get broke taking profits, especially reliably and consistently. So being able to understand the concept of taking partials, especially in the world of crypto, to buy back, that can be such a exponential, that can lead to such an exponential increase in your portfolio if you actually understand the concept of taking partials to buy the same asset back. Yeah, is all I'll say, essentially reiterating what you've just said. But yeah, partial profits definitely important. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, this chart's looking, there's a lot
of TA.
There's a lot of TA on there. In fact, maybe I'll try start something new. So we can see here, well, I mean, the first most obvious thing is obviously this massive pump within a day after the SEC case. A lot of people were, yeah, extremely excited for this. In fact, it almost went to $1, almost, but it was just shy of it. And then obviously taking some drawdowns, some retracements. Some people would have probably, I mean, when something this big happens, this has got to get filled. This imbalance has to get filled. Some people would have probably thought, okay, this is definitely going to go, do a Fibonacci retracement and then bounce back up. But this is so much price action in such a short space of time. Like
too much price action.
Way too much. So this has to be filled, right? And it could take a while, I mean, it took what? How many days? Let's just see. It took
13th of July till now.
Yeah, it took like 54 days. So what, like just a couple months, shy of a couple months, but this had to get filled because this was too much price action in such a short space of time. So now,
you know what, 50, right? That's quite a magical amount of days, because I believe you go to right, remember 54 days, go to Bitcoin, and then go to the bull market. There's I'm just thinking 50s. There's a specific amount of time where you see here. I believe this to here was like around 58 days.
This to here.
Yeah, that swing. Count it.
All right, cool.
Take a look at the. So on the no. Wait, does that tell you days?
Yeah, it tells you days as well.
Oh my God, I've never even noticed that.
Yeah, this was
Is it
about.
126?
Let me be more precise with this, because now
No, do it on the daily. Do it on the daily. Daily.
All right, cool.
I remember Ian Dunlap saying this. I could just be completely wrong. Yeah, take it from like this low to like no, not there, not there.
Where?
120, 86, 56. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought there was something significant with the days. It's cool. Anyway,
Okay,
go
cool.
back to
All good.
XRP. So good.
Yeah, it's always important to look out for patterns. I mean, it's all pattern recognition at the end of the day. If you see a pattern, it's always best to, check it, see if it can be back tested, and then obviously you go from there in terms of constructing an analysis. But yeah, with regards to XRP, now it's done a dip. It's not too far from where it was before the case, right? And now psychologically, everyone knows, it's now got the potential to do this in a short space of time. And coming back off the SEC case, it's only gonna, as more people realize its utility, obviously in terms of bridging traditional financial institutions and banks with cryptocurrency, its utility is only going to become more and more desired and in higher demand. So I mean, I'm more or less pretty bullish on XRP at the moment. I mean, you can see here, let's see what this trend is saying is. Oh, as soon as I put that trend line back on, do you know, I think I'll remove all of this. Let's go. Yeah, because I'm happy to start again. Yeah, we've got some kind of trend line forming here. You know what I mean? So now, obviously you want to check, you want to see, we've got a few other things, like there's I can see a bit of resistance here. Maybe not necessarily here, maybe we still got to get it up here to get it. Because if you can see these past lows, like this wick, for example, and go from here to here, this would be a point where I think, okay, cool, depending on what happens here. So my personal play would be this now, based off what I've seen. If you want to be, if you have quite a large appetite for risk, you could potentially try and get it until it gets into this zone. I personally wouldn't do that, but if you've got appetite, spare capital, you could. But I wouldn't. I would wait to see how it reacts here. For the scalpers, yeah, I would see how it reacts here to this resistance, because this has been resistance for quite a while. You can see here, around here, we had some wicks here, wicking into this region, broke through, became resistance. Obviously, this was support before. broke through, immediately became resistance. Now we're following this trend line. Boom, this resistance is still being respected. However, boom, there we go. Obviously, the SEC case, boom, absolutely annihilates this this resistance. It doesn't even get used as a support again. But now it's just still slowly been respected, but not with as much volume and sort of ferocity. So I personally, as a longer term play, would wait, see how it reacts around this region. If it still respects this region and keeps going down, then I'll just keep waiting and see. If it goes past here, right? So let's say, let me just get a pen tool. Let's say it goes a brush. Say it goes let's say it goes past here, right? We shoot up past here. I would wait for a retracement and for this to then be used as support for a final boom. That's what I would potentially do, depending on a few other things, but that's like the longer term play, I would say. And yeah, that's how I would go about trading XRP. Obviously, it's coming back down to this trend line here. If it gets closer, you can try and make a short scalp, but that's what I would say. Would you like to go into stocks then in Fadlan?
Yeah, let's have a look at the Nasdaq, man, and
Nasdaq.
the NDQ. This is way overvalued, but I still feel like it can. I feel like it. Look, the crazy thing is the Nasdaq today is not that far from all-time highs.
Yep. All right, I'll stop.
How far? How far is the Nasdaq from all-time highs right now? This economically makes no sense.
Right
Tech
now,
is gonna crash, man.
it's
No, tech is gonna crash, guys. Tech is
8.35.
going to crash, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
personally, I think we're still riding off
It's gonna take a
the
drawdown.
yeah, I think we're still riding off how do I say it? Those couple years when everyone was inside. So people are still like, okay, technology, obviously everyone's inside, so they're going to be using tech more. Obviously, they can't go out. But now things are a bit different. It's going to be like, okay, cool. It's actually not that necessary for this to be valued so highly. Like there are other products and amenities and industries that are now more valuable. Now everyone can go outside.
I'm gonna say it is, in my opinion, it is not time to buy blue chip stocks. If you didn't buy blue chip stocks in late 2022, early 2023, that was the time to buy. I told all my circle to get out of Nvidia, especially that's way overvalued. Well, it was way overvalued. And what you want to do in times like this is you want to look for undervalued tech stocks. If you're going to get in tech, and look, the Nasdaq may reach a little bit more. I don't think it's going to be all-time highs anytime soon. That's my sentiment, and my sentiment is expect a drawdown on the Nasdaq. This here is extremely unlikely. Going past the all-time high, although possible, is extremely unlikely, and it doesn't make any sense. The markets don't make sense. That's what you have to understand. The markets don't necessarily reflect the economy. Sometimes they go against the economy. Um, but yeah, do you wanna quickly go over our two undervalued tech stock picks in the crew?
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'll go over this and then I'm gonna have to bounce. So we've got Snapchat here. All-time highs was
Oh no, the Matrix
83.
attacking Jay right now.
Oh, can you hear me? Is it all good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're back. You're
Yeah.
back. You're back.
So I was saying all-time highs for Snapchat was $83, currently at 10.44, right? So yeah, I'll let you do that math with regards to how undervalued it is. Now, we've got quite a bit of price action here. It seems to be doing a fair bit of consolidation, I'd say, between this range, between here, between about here. And obviously, if you understand consolidation, if you're used to it, you could potentially trade this range. So boom, you could have come from here, could have shorted this, boom, bought here. You know, as it got close to, or as it took a particular percentage drawdown from, let's say, a newer high, boom, you could have gotten out of your position and you could just play this really and truly. But if you're looking for more long-term plays, this is all just like a lot of retail traders just thinking they know what they're doing and then just like getting liquidated and just hitting stop losses back and forth. Now, what I would do for a long-term play with this is try and get a price that's as low as possible, right? So we can see where's it been. It's been up to 71, right? I would see how it reacts back off when it bounces back off this this
Yeah, this is some major
resistance,
resistance. Look how many times it rejected.
right?
Once, twice, 3, 4, 4.5, 5.5. 5.5 times it rejected at this range. And then what we expect the Nasdaq to do, the Nasdaq is overvalued. We expect that to take its drawdown, and we expect this to hit this resistance and also take its drawdown. That's the theory for now. That's the sentiment. So PayPal, Snapchat stock right now, this range, all of it's a good range. But if you want to be a sniper, I'm gonna put out a price right now. I think around this is a good price. What's that, like $8.50, $9? If you can get it at that range.
$8.59. That makes
Eight
sense.
dollars, yeah, $8, $8.94, we'd say is a I would say that's a sniper price, but that's a good price to set buy orders.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this was the most recent low. So yeah, that
Yeah.
would definitely be good in case it comes down here. But of course, don't necessarily put all your budget into at this point. In case it dips lower, you want to make sure you've still got some capital to, buy at an even cheaper price while simultaneously increasing your position size. But remember, once again, this isn't financial advice. So we're going to move on to PayPal. And yeah, PayPal doing something similar.
Look at
It's
all these
I mean, it's a
gaps.
bit more, yeah, it's a bit more bearish from the outset, but there is some clear sort of consolidation going on between, I'd say, like this zone at the moment. Of course, that could, excuse me, of course, that could break at any point, but I think it's going to basically go and reflect the Nasdaq. So boom, is probably going to take another big drawdown. Either maybe if it reaches halfway through here, or maybe if it touches this resistance again, another down.
Damn, when was this? When was this sniper low? When did this happen?
This was 18th of
Friday the
August.
18th of August. Damn, what a good price.
Yeah, I'm just going to charge my laptop 1 second. Yeah, that is a pretty good price as well.
I'm hoping that PayPal just continues to consolidate under $77, between 57 and then this becomes an accumulation zone. And I think that will be the case because there's no reason for PayPal to shoot up.
Yeah,
No
very true.
reason
I mean, they've
right
had
now.
like things like I think they're bringing out their own cryptocurrency, but until we see like serious I mean, I don't even think that would necessarily affect it too much until you see serious utility, like really heavy utility. For example, you can use PayPal not only as a wallet, but to pay for things immediately. So you can pay for things immediately with crypto using PayPal until something that major happens and it's available to like everyone who has a PayPal account. I don't think there's going to be any substantial reason for PayPal to, be heading to the moon. And yeah, I mean, that's my current position on it. But of course, still a decent accumulation zone. The closer you can get to 57.69 or the low of this consolidation range, the better, of course. But yeah, that's what I'll say with regards to PayPal. And that would be me.
Then can we just wrap up with how far we are from all-time highs? Show them the
Wow. All-time highs were 308. And right now
there
we're
we go.
63.
All right, Blockchain Sensei called it. PayPal and Snapchat stock.
Here
Obviously
we
took a
go.
look at XRP a bit, Bitcoin a bit, the Nasdaq a bit, the global stock market at the start, and SIXRE. I think that's a nice re-entry into technically speaking. We will aim to be way more consistent with this show, minimum once a week. I'm going over to Mecca tomorrow morning for 11 days, so I might stream a special one in the Holy Land. We'll see. But guys, like, comment, subscribe. Technically speaking, this is a weekly show by Blockchain Sensei. We don't have a specific day we upload, but just expect an upload once a week. Jay Johnson's debut onto Blockchain Sensei. Technically speaking, hopefully he'll be back more.
So having me.
And just to iterate, every Monday 8 p.m. to 9:30 UK time, we do a free weekly webinar called The Game, where we cover stocks and crypto. And Fridays we do NFTs on the same Zoom link. Find all the information at blockchain.sensei Instagram. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Bye.